Our next item is the commemoration celebrating Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month by the council today. And I'm so glad everyone could come out today, and I appreciate folks coming out, particularly given the rainy weather this morning and some of the difficulties. It is really an honor for us here at the council to celebrate Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month with you, as we recognize and uplift the contributions of the AANHPI community with the fitting theme for this year, a legacy for leadership and resilience. According to the Federal Asian Pacific American Council, this year's theme honors the hard work of AANHPI leaders who established a foundation for future generations to thrive and adapt to change and adversity. From small businesses to civic leadership, from classrooms to cultural institutions, the AANHPI community is integral to who we are here in Montgomery County. We are fortunate to have a vibrant and engaged Asian American community, one that leads, inspires, and uplifts our community. But this legacy we know wasn't built easily. For generations, the AANHPI community has faced discrimination and hardship. Yet they have responded with resilience, turning struggle into progress and injustice into advocacy. When we honor AANHPI leadership, we strengthen the fabric of our entire community. Their stories remind us that resilience is not just about enduring, it is about transforming challenges into opportunities. Now more than ever, as we continue dealing with the erratic and damaging decisions made by the Trump administration, our focus remains on the health and welfare of all Montgomery County residents and reinforcing our unwavering commitment to remain a welcoming and inclusive community. We are taking proactive steps to safeguard vital local services and programs because no federal policy will ever dictate our values here in Montgomery County. Together, we are standing firm to ensure Montgomery County stays a place where everyone can thrive, regardless of your background, belief, or identity. This is who we are, and this is the future we will keep building side by side. And I just want to thank, we have members of our community from our federal delegation, from our congressman's office and senator's offices, as well as our state representatives and our commissioners from our state boards. And we just want to say thank you so much for everyone coming out today and all levels of our government, members of our community, our business community, our nonprofit community for coming together. And now it's my great honor to turn it over to my colleague, Councilmember Mink.
Thank you, Madam President. As the daughter of a Chinese immigrant and the first member of the AANHPI community to sit on the Montgomery County Council, I am personally a product of the legacy of leadership and resilience of those who came before me. When my parents settled here, the AANHPI community was only 4% of the county. Now we are over 15%, and we are everywhere, from culture and the arts to science and technology, from public service and healthcare to businesses and nonprofits and more. This month, we recognize the challenges overcome and the tremendous contributions made by the wide diversity of our AANHPI community as we work to make our county an ever more welcoming place for people from every part of the world. I'm so excited to highlight 3 community leaders today who help tell the story of the diversity of our AANHPI community and their contributions to Montgomery County. And I know that the video that you're about to see is fabulous, as always, by our wonderful comms team, highlighting Chief Mark Yamada, who I think it's important to note has spoken previously about the impact of government policy on the Asian American experience and his own family specifically, namely the internment of Japanese Americans during the Second World War. In a moment where we are again seeing disparate treatment based upon national origin as a matter of policy by our federal government, we can't underestimate the value of having the perspective that Chief Yamada brings to his leadership of our local law enforcement. Joe Meant, the owner of Mandalay. I got to say that Mandalay, for me, like so many other residents of Silver Spring and Montgomery County, has a special place in my heart. I know I'm not alone up here on this dais and saying that. This is if you haven't been, and you know what, everyone here has probably been, but this Burmese restaurant is one that I have frequented, over the decades that it's been open, first with my parents, and then with my own children. I have many memories of bringing my toddlers here. They spread out the plastic mat under the floor, and they're so nice. They're going to make sure that the mess that we make is easy to clean up. The green tea leaf salad, got to give a shout out there. So no surprise that when Mandalay announced a few years ago that they would be closing their Silver Spring location, there was an enormous public outcry. So much of a public outcry and an offering of support that Mandalay was able to find a way to come together with the community to stay open, to make sure that what we were looking at was an expansion instead of a reduction. And it really is a testament to the bonds that they have built with the community, as well as the delicious food that they have provided. And thirdly, Mayor Modi, the founder and executive director of American Diversity Group, and as the district council member who represents East County, where American Diversity Group is located, I can personally speak to the tremendous benefit that ADG brings to our community's members there as an integral part of our healthcare infrastructure here in Montgomery County. They're open on weekends, and most medical clinics are not. And so important to note also that while I'm so glad to have ADG in East County, they are serving residents from all across the county who need emergency medical care on weekends, and they are using the bonds that they are making and the trust that they're building with residents there who speak upwards of, 7 languages at ADG to help connect them to county services, to get people enrolled in Montgomery Cares and Care for Kids, to connect them with the Black Physicians Healthcare Network and with our various minority health groups. So really, really integral, and I know that they have had to reduce their hours due to the tough financial times that they are in, and we all are in, and I appreciate the county executive working to hopefully find a solution to help us bridge that gap this year, and I'm hopeful that we'll be able to find a way to fund that on the council side as well. But really, I appreciate this wonderful opportunity to celebrate these fabulous contributions by these 3 individuals who are truly representative of the diversity of contributions brought to our community by the AANHPI community. So with that, I will turn it over to the council president to lead in the video.
Great. Well, thank you, Councilmember Mink, for teeing up what I'm sure is going to be an awesome video. Again, this year's theme is a legacy of leadership and resilience, and I'll turn it over to our staff to cue it up.
This May, we celebrate Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month with this year's theme, honoring a legacy of leadership and resilience. This year, we highlight local leaders in public safety, community service, and entrepreneurship, individuals who embody the strength, dedication, and resilience that define the AANHPI community.
One such leader is Mark Yamada, Montgomery County's first Asian American Chief of Police.
Congratulations.
Thank you. The police department gave me an opportunity to do what I did as a kid, and that's get outside and play, be in my community where I grew up in. Believe me when I say, you make us all better.
As the first Asian American Chief of Police, Chief Yamada carries a sense of pride and responsibility.
When I first joined the department, there were only 5 or 6 Asian Americans on the police department. I was one of them. But as I started talking to people and I became a corporal and then a sergeant in those initial supervisory roles, and then as I made the executive ranks, it became clear that people recognized, hey, you're the first Asian lieutenant in this district. But I never really focused at being the first Asian chief or anything else. I just wanted to be the best in whatever role I was in at the time.
For those aspiring to make a difference, Chief Yamada offers words of encouragement.
The first thing my parents said to me was, get outside, go play outside. I told that to the officers coming out of the recruit class. Get outside your cruiser, get outside your comfort zone, get outside into the community, think outside of the box. I think that one word carries a broad range of meanings that I think can carry over to allowing our officers to provide the best services possible.
From his commitment to public safety to his dedication to uplifting the community, Chief Yamada's leadership continues to inspire. In Montgomery County, communities thrive when people come together. At the heart of this spirit is Mayur Modi, the executive director of the American Diversity Group, leading with compassion and dedication.
As a first-generation immigrant, I found that there was a lot of challenges, social economic barriers, stigma, essential services, resources to the community. I thought that this is the thing that I would like to focus on and help the community in need.
Started in 2015, the American Diversity Group's mission is clear.
Our mission is just to provide health equity in the community, providing them the healthcare access, education, and resources in the community.
Through free health clinics, wellness programs, and partnerships with local organizations,
on the top right, you can join a meeting. So click on the join.
They ensure no one is left behind. Through serving a diverse group of immigrants, Mayur quickly recognized there was also challenges of overcoming stigma that needed to be addressed.
That brings us the trust and confidence in the community. That is trying to overcome all the challenges that the community are facing, and we are one of the most trusted organizations, not only in Montgomery County, but in the DMV area as well.
Mayur's leadership is a testament to the power of service to uplift, empower, and inspire. In the heart of Silver Spring, Mandalay Restaurant isn't just serving Burmese cuisine. It's serving a legacy.
All right, what can I get for you? I'd like to get a chicken noodle soup.
Joe Mean and his family first opened a humble donut shop in College Park, Maryland. To introduce their culture and make extra income, they began serving traditional Burmese dishes on the side. And the response was overwhelming.
In about 6 to 8 months, it took off. So a lot of people want more seats.
Looking for a bigger space, they moved to Silver Spring. And in 2000, opened the doors to Mandalay Restaurant.
Oh, this looks delicious. Thank you.
For Joe, serving Burmese food is about more than just flavor. It's about storytelling, starting with the restaurant's name, Mandalay, the former royal capital of Myanmar.
We want people to know where Burma is. It's called Myanmar now. Not a lot of people know. Mandalay was the first capital when we had kings and queens. A lot of people know about our culture, but they need to know where Myanmar is. We're cooking onion curry. Pork belly dish.
For Joe, authenticity is everything.
We keep our food traditional. We cook the food the way that we like to eat. If I don't want to eat it, I don't want to serve them. That's basically how we want to treat our customer, as in like family.
Thank you, boss.
Thank you very much.
Mandalay is a testament to the strength of culture, family, and perseverance. A legacy of leadership and resilience. A reflection of the courage, determination, and heart of Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander leaders. This month and every month, we celebrate their contributions.
Terrific, as always, a great video, and thank you to everyone who made that possible. I do want to, as I mentioned before, we have many folks here, but I do want to call out specifically our sheriff, Max Wee. Thank you for joining us today. And we have our Board of Education President, Julie Yang, is here with us. And Christina Hoy with the Governor's Office. Thank you, Christina, for joining us today. And we have Congressman Raskin's office here and Kathleen Connor and his team here. Just want to say thank you to everyone who has joined us. And now we get to read the proclamation. All right, Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month is recognized throughout the month of May to honor the invaluable roles that these communities have played in our past and to celebrate the contributions made by generations of Asian Americans, Native Hawaiians, and Pacific Islanders to American history, society, and culture. And
whereas during Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, we honor the perseverance of those who courageously reached for their dreams in a new land and forged a proud legacy that reflects our nation. And
whereas the Asian American population continues to grow in the U.S., and more than 40% of Maryland's Asian American population lives in Montgomery County. And
whereas Montgomery County residents of Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander heritage come from all parts of Asia and the Pacific Islands of Melanesia, Micronesia, Polynesia, and
whereas more than 162,000 county residents identify themselves as Asian Americans or Pacific Islanders, which represents more than 15% of our population. They hail from more than 37 countries of origin and more than 20 different ethnic subgroups. And
whereas, as one of the most culturally and linguistically diverse groups in the U.S., the Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander communities remind us here in Montgomery County that while we all have distinct backgrounds and origins, we share the same hopes and aspirations for ourselves and our community. And
whereas in commemorating this month, we recognize the rich heritage of our Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander communities who play a pivotal role in shaping our society. And
whereas this year's Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month theme is a legacy of leadership and resilience, where we honor the legacies and foundational work of past generations and celebrate the trailblazers of the future. And
whereas Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islanders are using their voices to make a difference in their communities by following their passions and sharing them with the residents of Montgomery County in all forms of industry, profession, and interest. And
whereas Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islanders are succeeding each day in helping to shape the county's future and add their voices and experiences to make our community a better place to live, work, worship, and raise a family, and together we recommit ourselves to embracing the diversity that enriches our county and ensuring that all people have equitable opportunities in our community.
Now therefore be it resolved that the County Council of Montgomery County, Maryland hereby recognizes May as Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, presented on this day, the 13th of May in the year 2025. Thank you, and will we ask, Sonia, may I ask everyone to come down this way? Everyone? Okay. Whoever wants to be in the photograph, come on down.